Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1967 Dodge Coronet. In an earlier video we shared with you where we're doing a lot of block sanding, a lot of prep work on the exterior, and it's coming along very, very nicely. It's very close to final sanding. And what we wanted to do is this important detail step, and it's painting the engine bay, the inside of the doors, the door openings, to get all of this part ready, because then after we have the exterior final sanded, we're going to do a really nice job of masking everything, and then we're going to spray everything all at the same time for all the exterior panels. So our hood and our trunk, which we're doing separately, but then when we do the final outside, we're going to do it all at the same time. So this is the color that we were kind of teasing or talking about. Now we can prove how pretty the color is. We've brought the car outside of the shop because it's really noisy in there. Plus, we're lucky enough to have a little bit of sunshine. And with the natural sunlight, you really get a chance to see the sparkle metallic and the pearl that we've added into this base. So this is a base coat, clear coat paint finish. As I mentioned in an earlier video, this recipe for the blue, the shading or the color of the blue, is identical and correct for this 67 Coronet. However, we've changed the content of the sparkle metallic, and we've added a little bit of pearl to give it more of a depth and more of I don't know if you'd say a dancing or definition in the paint. Our client obviously respects the tradition of the car and wants it as stock as possible, but he just wanted to kind of update the color a little bit. So the color's identical, but it does have this special metallic and pearl added. So you can see basically it's going to be in the big battery tray, and battery goes in here, so you're not going to see very much in this area, but some of the areas you're going to see. This top rail, you can see there's two holes here. We have the identification plate with the trim that goes in here with two screws, and we like to do them separately. The factory painted it with them attached, so it was bare metal here, bare metal on the tag. They screwed them in and then they sprayed everything at the same time. I prefer to do it so that there's protection on both bottom and top of all the metal that's coming in contact. So we'll be doing that a little bit later on, and hopefully the camera can pick it up. Like your shock tower area, as the camera moves along, or as you move with your body and your eyes, you can see the metallic really likes to flicker and kind of shimmer a little bit, so it's quite nice. We've already got quite a bit of dust already setting on the car. So we've got the whole engine bay area painted correctly as it should, and then this is just a small little detail that we've added. Our client has the original decal that's going to go in here, a yellow labeled decal. Typically this top section of the rail was painted a satin black, but I thought it would look nicer, especially when everything is attached here. When the fenders get bolted on and the hood is up, I think this is a nicer presentation, having the blue matching these rails and coming across. So this, quite honestly, is not factory correct, but I think it's just a cleaner look. Now as we come along the side, we'll go down the driver's side and just briefly share with you. We removed all of the old weather stripping. There's rubber weather stripping seal that gets glued into this channel and goes all the way around. It was a lot of work to remove all of that, dried and cracked, basically dry rotted. But we had to remove from all the years of different glues and residue had to be removed, and there's lots of sanding to be done and lots of masking and priming before we were able to do this base coat, clear coat. So we have approximately 4 coats of the sparkle base paint, and then we have 3 nice coats of clear coat to protect everything on the inside. And you can see as you come down the rail, I think hopefully the camera can pick it up. Just natural sunlight and moving along seems to really pick up the metallic. And obviously we've done the top of the doors. You can see there's already dust forming on the top of the doors. So we've got door panel inserts. We did exactly like the factory did, where the latches, we prefer to have them removed and painted a separate color, but the factory painted them the same color as the car. So we wanted to replicate the same thing. So we've got all of our door openings and the inside of the doors nicely done. And as we come around to the back, obviously the inside of the rockers and so on too. And then as we come to the back door, same kind of idea. Once again, we've got more dust here already forming. But really nice color. I think it's really going to be attractive. And with all the different contours and shapes of this Coronet, I can't imagine how pretty the outside is going to look with all the different contours. You'll see we have a little bit of overspray on these outside areas. And that's why we've painted the inside doors and jambs pardon me, at this step or this stage, is because we still have final sanding to do on the exterior. So when we go do our fine sanding, this will all be gone. So it's we prefer to have all of these edges done with both the base and the clear, and then we'll feather all this out so this won't be a factor later on. And then if I get out of the way, we can come across and see there's going to be some shade issues too, but you can see from direct sun to a little bit of shade how the paint, the characteristics of the metallic changes as you look at it. But it looks quite smart. The bottoms of the rocker panels, you can see the flat surface looks a little bit darker, and then you can see the ridge. I think the camera can pick it up. The ridge, once the sun hits it, the metallic actually changes the overall look, more of a pearl kind of look to it, which is kind of smart. And then we get out of the way and we'll come up around the passenger front door. Same kind of idea. A lot of people, they ignore this step. There's weather stripping that slides on over this groove, and then this they would normally just leave, but because there's so much metallic and it's a much fresher, vibrant paint, we wanted to make sure that we did all of the door jambs and the inside openings because we want it to be make it look like it's an original factory color all the way around. It's a lot of detail work. Like even the hinges, you can see the hinge post between the front and rear doors. They've all been done, and you can imagine from 1967. All of the grease and residue and crud over the years that collected, and that all has to be removed and then start over. So it's pretty smart. And then I guess a little bit here too, we can see. Because we wanted to do the whole firewall and this rail. Some of this you don't see because the fender gets bolted onto here, but we like to protect this top part. And you can really see once again what the paint looks like with the metallic in it. So now we've got a really nice contrast here, and it's coming along quite smart. So we'll share with you another update as the progress continues on this 67 Dodge Coronet. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.